Uh, Today I'm going to do a lot of the same as I did the other day. So this will probably just be a really big time lapse, except for some key points where I had this screw up with my drip rail before. It didn't film correctly yesterday, so I'll show how messed up that rail was, and I'm going to show you how I fixed that. Other than that, I'm just going to do all the big key things, that clear the window, get rid of the drip rail, all that stuff, and then see where I get later on today, if I get the doors all finished up or not. But one thing at a time. We'll start with these. Okay, here you can see, hopefully you can see how the drip rail has this nice, goes down, then it transitions to this gong show. It's actually sticking out. So essentially what I gotta do is I gotta cut this. This has to get pushed in more. And then this edge has to come down so I can correct what I didn't do yesterday. I might have to, what I end up gotta do is I'll have to do a slit underneath here, and then I can pull this rail out just a bit to finish this all off. I'll compare it to the other side. Well, maybe not. Depends how this turns out. But once I get that done, then I can get that cut out, and then I can do a new section off the top there. A new filler panel. You can see I've been welding. There's a lot of welding to do, and then there'll be even more grinding after the fact. Yeah. So that was just gonna tack, but it's got to get welded anyway, so just keep plugging away. isn't very exciting, but that is customizing cars. So yeah, you've been watching me doing a lot of welding. I'm trying to just weld everything solid, but you can see even here, you can see all the gaps. Like any little air holes you're seeing, then that's, yeah, compared to that side. Look at that one. I still gotta weld all of that. Good times. The whole time lapse you've seen's only been the one half here. I'm not even done the back here yet. I think you can see lots and lots of welding yet. All right, I'm starting to get tired of welding. I've been doing it for what feels like hours. Got a little bit of warpage happening up top, but I'm not too worried because I can plenish it out. I have a hammer that I'll show because I got a little bit of a dip here. Everything else feels pretty good though. Over here there's a little bit of a low spot too. So I'll dolly those out. I haven't even done this yet. I still got to weld all that, but I think I'm going to change pace here. I'm going to pull out the grinder. I'm going to start making a big mess here. I'm going to grind all this up. See how it looks. Yeah. If I haven't bored you yet, I just might yet. Well, I got some of the grinding all done. It's kind of roughed out. My grinder of choice for dressing welds actually is like it's not even a flap disc. It's just a paper disc. Cuts like a beast and it lays it pretty flat, which is what I like. There is some over on this side. It's got a little hot. It's a little low. I'm gonna just hammer dolly it out. Might just grab my plenishing hammer. I have like an air-powered plenishing hammer. I'll see how the hammer dolly works first. If that comes out the way I need it to, then I'll go with that. And then yeah, I don't know if I'll bore you with this because you've pretty much seen me mucking around with it, unless it's soothing like looking at a fireplace there on the TV when they do that, watching somebody weld for hours. But yeah, we'll give this a shot. Like I say, I got to finish this. I'm going to plenish that. I'll show you while I just try to hammer dolly that out a bit. And a few other spots need a little more dollying, but meh. I'll worry about that later when I'm more closer ready for Bondo. I'm actually just smashing it with a heel dolly. Pretty good. Can't quite get in there. You can normally avoid this by doing all the start-stop tacking like I'm doing. Sometimes I get greedy and I try to weld a little too much, and I know this is going to happen, but I always try to make sure I do it somewhere that I know I can fix it and get in there with a dolly. If it's somewhere really tight or hard that I can't get into, then I'll put a lot more effort into it that I don't warp anything. So that makes your life harder, and you got to put more Bondo on it. There are ways at this, but for me, this works, and I'm okay with it. Just smooth it out. Still have to do more welding here though. So I'm not worrying too much about that. Well, I decided to stay up late and finish up welding the roof here. I still have a bunch of pinholes and stuff on here I gotta go find yet, and still dress the welds better. Over here I got most of them. I just finished welding up the other side, so I guess that means tomorrow I can move on and get my doors going. And yeah, work on some rust repair.